All right, what's going on, everybody? We're here talking about Misfits Boxing again. If you guys haven't seen, they have just signed Aaron the Plumber now. I feel like this is a great fit because this motherfucker's just always crashing out and fighting every 5 minutes, it seems like. So I'm just going to be breaking down whatever fight footage I could use, but for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't like a good portion of them. So I found a couple that will work with YouTube, just so you guys know. And I'll be breaking down what fights could potentially be there for him. But real quick, before I get into the video, 96% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you like Misfits Boxing, Pro Boxing, or UFC content, I post 2 to 4 times a week on his channel at least. So make sure you guys subscribe. I appreciate you. So for the people that don't know Aaron the Plumber, he was on this reality TV show. And he would just like constantly get into fights and crash out over the littlest things. It was actually pretty funny. I wish I could use a lot of the footage, but I just can't. I was looking on YouTube for compilations, and there's none. And if there isn't videos of him fighting somewhere, it means that YouTube doesn't like it, because the fact that it was even hard to find a video of him fighting just says something. But now, instead of crashing out and fighting for no reason, now he gets to have a training camp and actually make money for fighting. And actually being able to run his mouth and everything for building a fight and everything, instead of just being on some reality TV show, which realistically, I think that he made, because I didn't hear anything about it before that whole situation. He went viral because of the fights. So this is just overall what Misfits is built for. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of the debuting fights, but they still need to happen because they still need to build names. I think he's one of the good ones. And I realistically think the debuting fights are still good if they like train hard and everything like they're supposed to, instead of Mo Dean versus Wakey Wines. Those are the type of fights that make me mad, but I don't think that's the energy that Aaron the Plumber is going to bring. He brings the energy even when there isn't money on the line. So, all right, let's get into some of the footage that I can use. So, apparently this is in one of those shoots for a YouTube video. So this is just some random guy that he's beefing with. I don't know the context, but let's see what he got in like a fighting situation when there's some open space and not people in between them. Ooh. He definitely got the hood fighting style. Naturally southpaw, that's interesting. I wonder if he's left-handed. So, I mean, he had some nice entry there, you know what I mean? He stepped into the straight left, he just missed. That guy's Devin Haney that he was trying to swing on, apparently. And I had some boxing footage that I was going to use. I reacted to it, but for some reason, the footage just got choppy and I can't use it. I can't wait till I get a PC. You guys have no idea. That's really annoying, but basically, he doesn't box southpaw. That's one thing I can say. He boxes orthodox. And one thing I can say about him is he has pretty good balance and power. He's just obviously a novice, and he's pretty ploddy forward. He's pretty slow. But for the most part, there's some potential there. It definitely doesn't look bad by any means. I will definitely say that he seems like he fights better technical, opposed to him just winging hooks, but that's probably everybody, to be honest. So, who should he fight? Apparently, he has a fight signed. The rumors are that it's Ashton Hall. We'll see if that actually goes through. But he did have some names to say on Misfits News when they had him on for an interview. So let's see what he had to say.
The only name that I will throw out there is somebody that's fought on Misfits and Wade. You know, in a real way, Wade, I'm coming for you. You know?
Interesting. Is that the fight that you want to maybe do for your second fight?
Yeah, we could do a second, third. It don't matter, you know?
What did you make of his debut against Messiah Warrior? When you watched that fight, how do you break Wade down?
I watched the fight. I don't want to say too much, you know, so he changed up his game plan or whatever, but I studied that film very closely, and I know what needs to be done.
Okay. So, Wade has reacted to Aaron the Plumber's call-out. If there's cars going by every 2 seconds, there's genuinely nothing I could do about it. I tried retaking this about 5 times and I'm done. So I'm sorry if there's frequently cars going by. Apparently it's rush hour over here. I apologize. I genuinely apologize. It's frustrating. Wade mentioned Aaron the Plumber. Let's go.
But now that I've officially been called out, I'm interested. Aaron, if you're watching this, I'll be very excited to see your next fight. Because you're the crash out king. And I know you're taking the sport seriously. But, the sport of boxing is a little bit different from the streets. And I think you're learning that with Mustafa now. But if you, like you said, you're coming for me. I'm not a hard guy to find. I'll be right here waiting.
Okay, Wade.
In fact, I might not just be right here waiting. If you do fight, in the near future. I may just pull up, see it for myself in person, because I know you watched my fight, and I think they talk about it in this video. We'll get to it in a second. You said you took some notes. So did I. I wonder who got more out of it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for his first fight. But now that I've officially...
So yeah, I would definitely love that fight 2 or 3 fights in, but I know Wade wants to run it right away, but Wade would fuck him up, honestly. It definitely should be second or third, in my opinion. Because Wade is a big dude, and he can really set up his punches. He's really good at level changing, jabbing, throwing rights to the body, level changing, setting up the straight right upstairs. He was very good for his first fight in Misfits, and especially first fight in, it'll be very hard to deal with, especially the size difference. Aaron the Plumber is a unit, don't get me wrong, but the height difference and reach difference would probably be pretty drastic. It definitely will be harder for him as a shorter fighter to find Wade when he is so good at putting his head off the center line, dipping, and you don't know if he's just dodging or if he's setting up a shot. He is very good at that, and BJ Flores made him very good. So Aaron the Plumber definitely needs some experience, because I think if he debuted against Wade, he would get sparked. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about the signing of Aaron the Plumber. I honestly think it's perfect for Misfits. Their heavyweight, cruiserweight division needs help anyways. If you guys have any other ideas for matchups for him, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see him versus Ashton Hall, let me know how you think that goes. That's all I had to say, man. This has been a rough recording session because there's been cars driving by constantly throughout this video. I don't know why. It's just been ridiculous, but I apologize for that. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe if you want more posts from me. I'll be making a podcast appearance, so I'll link that in the description when it drops. I'm pretty sure it's dropping today, so make sure you check out for that. It's my boy IXN, DreamrzPOV. I will link it down below if you like podcasts, local MMA promotion stuff. He does all that type of stuff, so make sure you guys subscribe to him. Shout out to Ian. That's all, man. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. God bless every single one of you, and peace out.
Yeah, they call me fucking pain. You steady fucking switch and stay up in your fucking lane. And shorty super soaker, I can hit your ass from range. Shorty throwing ass and you knowin' where it going. Steady sipping codeine, yeah, you knowin' in my potion. That ass is like Cobra, cause you throwing it in motion. Oh, we fucking lurking, oh, we creeping around and roaming. When you fucking see me, yeah, our mouth is fucking foaming. Pull up to the club and we getting really